Happy Black History Month, everybody. Now, in this video, you're going to see that my mouth is not producing the words that you are hearing currently. For whatever reason, when I recorded this video, the audio did not save. I don't know what happened. The microphone is on. I double checked everything before I went to record, but something went awry. So, we are here today because as we enter Black History Month, I want to make sure I highlight Black owned businesses, putting my dollars in Black owned pockets. We've found some businesses, so today we are going to talk about, rant, and review, or should I say, rave and review about this business. I picked up some cookies from a company called The Sugar Shack, ran by two women in Buffalo, New York. I had found them on TikTok after they found a page or a video of mine on TikTok, and I communicated with one of the owners. We were able to get together so she can sell me some cookies. Now, one thing I need to let you guys know is I paid for a dozen cookies, $25 for a dozen, which is, I think, an amazing price. But she felt like, you know what? You should get a little bit of extra. So she threw in another half dozen for me. So I had in front of me 18 cookies ready to try out. Well, let's rephrase that. There were 6 flavors total. Originally, the way this works is you pay for 4 flavors, 3 cookies each, right? And my original choices were white chocolate macadamia nut, which is a favorite of mine. I got to get chocolate chip because if you can't do chocolate chip right, what are you doing? We got red velvet Oreo, we got banana pudding, and then she threw in oatmeal raisin, brown butter oatmeal raisin, and she also threw in peanut butter. Now, right now, we're starting off with the chocolate chip and the red velvet Oreo. All I'm doing here is just explaining how cute the packaging is. First things first, getting into this chocolate chip cookie, brown butter chocolate chip cookie, and look at that booty, y'all. It's nice and dark. This is a cookie that felt good in my hand. And look at that split. You can tell this is going to be a nice, crunchy, chewy, crispy cookie. And it is loaded with chocolate chips. Look at all that chocolate. Let's get this first bite. Now you can tell from my face that I was definitely in heaven. I had to hit a little jig real quick because that cookie, this brown butter chocolate chip cookie, spectacular. Yeah, I had to crush the whole rest of that half. What an amazing start. Let's see what else we got. This was a 10 out of 10 cookie in case you're curious. And I wanted to make sure you guys get another interior shot. Just look at and admire all those chocolate chips. Next up, we're getting into a cookie that I've never had, but the concept is crazy. Red velvet Oreo. Now you can see, again, a nice crispy booty on the bottom. Those white chocolate chips in there are just ready to explode. And then you can see the bits and pieces of that Oreo as well, just ready to add another additional layer of flavor. That first bite really spoke to me because one thing that came through very apparent was the like the Oreo part of the cookie. The white chocolate chips mixed with the Oreo pieces inside gave you that amazing cookies and cream balance that you would expect from an Oreo. But then the red velvet flavor really ties it all together. And yes, I'm very much aware red velvet is just red chocolate. But red velvet, I think, also has a very different flavor profile compared to your basic chocolate. So this cookie, once again, I think I gave this one like a 9 out of 10. As the chocolate chip cookie was perfect, this one was also perfect, but I don't think it was better than that chocolate chip cookie. Coming up next, we have peanut butter and brown butter oatmeal raisin. Now, these were the cookies that she gave me for free. So once again, shout out to LaDonna from the Sugar Shack for throwing these in for the free ski. But I was very excited to try these out. Peanut butter is a cookie that I feel like is hard to mess up. Same with oatmeal raisin. But the addition of the brown butter in the oatmeal raisin really piqued my interest. The peanut butter smell that emanated from this cookie was so intense. And once again, the perfect bottom. No fillings, nothing really crazy but the peanut butter cookie. Something very basic, but sometimes basic is all you need. The moment this peanut butter cookie hit my teeth, I could taste the peanut butter. I'm a huge fan of peanut butter. So this cookie here was immaculate. Once again, desserts are very hard. They're very unfair because if you don't mess up a dessert, it's going to be a 10 out of 10. But peanut butter cookie here gets a 9 out of 10, even though I'm a huge fan of peanut butter. Peanut butter cookies aren't always my jam. Like, I base this on, would I crush 3 of these in a row? I probably stop after 1.5 personally, but a very good cookie nonetheless. What we have here is honestly the sleeping giant of the batch. This brown butter oatmeal raisin cookie just did something to me. Once again, that booty was looking really good in the bottom of that cookie, and this thing is filled with oatmeal and raisin. It had a really good heft to it too. And for those of you who are familiar with brown butter, you know that it adds a little bit of an earthier taste to your food, and it amplifies, pardon me, the saltiness that you get from your regular butter content. So biting into this oatmeal raisin cookie was most definitely a treat. Growing up, I was never the biggest fan of raisins. Couldn't stand them. But raisins in this oatmeal raisin cookie were amazing. I think I'm starting to get my grown man taste buds because the raisins in there, super juicy, despite being baked. The oatmeal was the perfect level of crunch. And again, the crispy, crunchy, chewy bite from this oatmeal raisin almost mirrored the same bite you got in that original chocolate chip cookie. This cookie, 10 out of 10, no notes. We've officially made it to the last box of cookies. I want to thank you all for watching because I'm sure this viewing experience is not what any of you anticipated it to be. But to round things off, we have banana pudding and white chocolate macadamia nut. White chocolate macadamia nut is by far my favorite cookie ever. Sweet and salty is just a great combination. So when you get the white chocolate chips with the saltiness of the macadamia nut, you get this beaut here. Look at the chunks of white chocolate macadamia. Look at that gorgeous brown booty. And once again, that split, man. Oh, look at it. Just loaded with deliciousness. I have had many a white chocolate macadamia nut cookie in my life. But this one right here, yeah, that was look, my eyes rolled in the back of my head. I'm hitting that jig again. I'm composing a symphony. That was a cookie, y'all. Yeah, that was a cookie. My eyes remain closed as I just live in the moment of the immaculate flavor that I came across. Does it need to be said? This was also a 10 out of 10 cookie. Last but not least, the cookie that I didn't know what to expect, the banana pudding cookie. Now, when I heard this flavor, the black man in me immediately said, "Yup, I need part. I need part." And I could smell the banana radiating off this cookie. Nice split reveals the white chocolate inside. And boy, oh boy, when I tell you the flavor did not disappoint, it did not disappoint. Chock full of banana smell, but let's see what that taste test is saying. As you can see from my face, I'm pleasantly surprised with this cookie. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if there would be banana pudding inside of the cookie, on top of the cookie, or what. But the banana flavor, immaculate. And I'm 85% sure there was a Nilla wafer in there, or there are some Nilla wafers incorporated in this cookie. Another 10 out of 10 cookie, y'all. Actually, for this one, I'm going to give it an 8.5 just because I thought it'd be a little bit more, but that's still a damn good cookie. Thank you all so much for watching. Apologies for the unorthodox video, but I needed to make sure you guys saw this video and understood that you should go support the Sugar Shack.